Comprehended that the door exists. Then I start imagining what is behind the door.
Yeah.
Then I comprehend what is behind the door. Then I start imagining what would have caused it to happen.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
You know, what is the sensory experience here? You've seen it?
Since I have seen such a type of object before,
Yeah.
I know I don't have to imagine.
Yeah. You know it, right? You're comprehended that this is a pen.
Yeah.
Right. What is the next level of imagination?
Since I have already seen it,
मत सो जाइए गिरेगा ना तो फिर
then next level of imagination. That's what we are coming to.
ऐसे नहीं गिरेगा
See, no, wait.
तूने क्या पूछा?
Yeah, I'm explaining you, carry on. See, then there is something which is happening here and here and here,
Yeah.
which we missed out. These three things are called curiosity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I am curious to know what is behind the door. So I imagine from my past what all might be the things that may be happening behind the door, what all objects might be there behind the door. So there is something called curiosity, right?
Yeah.
So our question.
ये पंखा बंद कर दे यार.
नहीं
अबे सो जाता है.
हाँ
You sleep anyway.
नहीं anyway नहीं सोता
See, listen. Our question is curiosity and the struggle to understand what is behind the door is imagination. And the answer of the struggle is comprehension.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Agreed? No?
Yeah.
There is curiosity because of which you start imagining, and there is imagination which is a struggle. बहन की चूत, be awake.
it's a trouble because
It's a trouble नहीं है चूतिया, it's a struggle.
oh struggle
अबे जाग यार, पानी वानी
तो
अबे कैमरा बंद कर यार,
तो फिर
क्लास में कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना.
हाँ कर रहा हूँ
5th year हो गया इतना
तो
इतना मोटा हो गया चूतिया.
मोटा कहाँ हुआ हूँ मैं
आज अपना फर्स्ट ईयर वाला गाली दे रहा है. तू जाना
इतना मोटा होने के बाद भी ऐसे.
ओए कंप्लीट. Go on.
Please concentrate the class in the yellow areas or just get out of my class.
I will concentrate with my whole heart sir
You concentrate with whatever whole shit you have. Okay, listen. So these three things.
डबल साइड के बीच में कर महंगा है
Okay, just fucking listen.
हाँ
If a teacher. Okay, curiosity.
It's important. Listen.
Curiosity starts imagination. Curiosity is the spark where your imagination starts.
हाँ.
And imagination is actually a struggle for your comprehension.
हाँ
So it happens in this way: curiosity, imagination, and comprehension. Right?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
is a spark for imagination
And imagination drives you to comprehension. Agreed? And also, comprehension drives curiosity in a way that comprehension drives imagination actually. In a way that you imagine only because you have comprehended things in the past.
How does comprehension drive imagination?
Yeah.
Comprehension is just your database.
Yeah.
It's a database. It doesn't drive you to imagine.
Without comprehension, where is your imagination?
No, you don't imagine with comprehension doesn't drive imagination.
Comprehension is a fuel for your imagination.
No, curiosity is a fuel for imagination. Curiosity makes you
Curiosity is
imagine.
a spark, and comprehension is a fuel.
If you are not curious, you're not going to imagine.
But if you don't comprehend, you are not going to imagine at all because there are no images in your mind.
He's correct. Curiosity is the fuel for imagination. But
Comprehension, the images is what is going to burn, and curiosity is a spark.
so
No. Comprehension itself is imagination.
imagination, that struggle occurred because there was a question, which is
Because
curiosity.
there is curiosity.
Yeah.
So that he was saying the thing.
Curiosity drives imagination.
But comprehension drives Away, comprehension is the fuel and curiosity is the spark.
Comprehension is the final goal which you have to reach. Wait,
Comprehension is the past, I'm telling.
Wait, comprehension of the past is a database, right?
Yeah.
And imagination is the rearrangement of your comprehension.
Then write the cycle once again and then
Okay, wait. I think 6 year के बाद हम लोग कहीं पे PhD कर पाएंगे इसे लेके
Curiosity, okay, which drives the imagination.
you understood that cycle, na? Curiosity comes, imagination comes, comprehension comes, then again curiosity comes.
क्या बोल रहा था कि wait, curiosity, you're curious, that's why you start imagining.
Actually,
You want to do something.
हाँ यही चीज है ये जो बोल रहा है ना कि the comprehension is fuel. He is talking about the previous level वाला comprehension, which is also the fuel.
Oh yeah, comprehension is the fuel. और मैं ये बोल रहा था
लेकिन curiosity is right imagination.
is rearrangement of
what I'm telling is, comprehension of the past is your set of images which is in your mind.
Yeah, and imagination is the
Imagination.
rearranging.
I am telling curiosity is spark. Imagination is combustion.
और fuel. सही है.
And comprehension is your fuel. Because without fuel, even if there's a spark, you can't imagine.
Yeah, the same thing I said. Curiosity drives imagination, and imagination is
And this
the
fuel,
rearrangement of what you comprehend before.
and this fuel is actually a past. Only if comprehension of the past exists. Okay, this is understood, right? So, you agree to the question curiosity, because of which you start imagining, which is struggle.
Yeah.
And because of which you go and find the answer. You make an effort.
Yeah.
Which is comprehension. You comprehend what is behind the goal. At this stage.
I think there is something wrong with this cycle.
You are curious, man. What is there behind the door? Right? You are curious. Now.
Yeah.
So you start imagining based on your previous recollection of when you open the door.
Right. Which means before imagination you need to have a certain level of comprehension.
That's what I'm telling. Past.
But that's comprehension as well.
तो वही तो वो भी बोल रहा है
Past comprehension वही तो बोल रहा है भाई तो.
वही तो सबसे वो बोल रहा है. Comprehension
Okay. So your imagination is fueled by the comprehension of your past, which is stored in your brain as
images.
images. Supposedly. Okay.
You're too careful, man.
And
Let us assume.
comprehension, then you comprehend. This comprehension may be a fuel for a future imagination.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Correct.
Imagination
So this is agreed by everyone. Are you agreeing with this?
I am agreeing, sir.
Are you agreeing with this? Agreed, no? But so on we are telling, it's not infinity. There should be a full stop.
That's not absolute comprehension.
There should be a full stop. See, if you keep on going to infinity, that means that you know everything.
That is never the case.
Huh?
That's not the case, right?
That's not the case, because there are some factors
तू ऐसे क्यों बैठा है? ऐसा बैठेगा तो कोई क्यों नहीं सोएगा?
नीचे टांग करके बैठ.
वो थोड़ा अनकंफर्टेबल है ना.
हाँ तो
ऐसे बैठने का चांस.
तो नोट्स लेना जो पढ़ा रहा है.
नोट्स लूँ मैं? तू ले यार नोट्स.
अबे shut up and listen, man.
मैं तो लिसन ही कर रहा शट अप करके.
क्यों तुम्हें दोनों में क्यों हो रहा है जो?
Okay, I am telling whatever I am supposed to tell. Okay, there are some factors. Give it whatever name you want. When it overpowers your curiosity, you stop following this. You just stop. That's a full stop. And these factors we listed down as number 1, money. Number 2, time.
बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक चला ले उसे.
Number 3, resources. Number 4, comfort level. miscellaneous, etc. Okay. So let's apply this to whatever we are discussing now. See, Kushal told there is a door in front of my room. I went.
Money, time, resources, comfort.
I come to this. Hold on. I'm narrating a story now. Okay. I am going to the door, which is this, and I comprehend that a door exists, which is this. Then I am curious what may be there behind the door, which is this. Then I start imagining previous comprehension. I create a set of imagination, which is imagination, and I go inside to find a patch of blood spill over and whatever. Then I am curious, and a knife. Then I am curious to know what has happened before this. I mean, who was murdered or what was slaughtered and things like that. Then I go to the police station. Or then I call someone else. And I call a CID or some shit like that. And I keep on going like that. See, I will go only till there is energy in my body and I have time to spend on that. See, suppose I got to know that Mohit got murdered. Mohit got murdered by some person X. Okay.
Mr. M.
Mohit Dash.
Okay. Mr. X. So I'll be curious to find who that Mr. X was. If I am a CID or a whatever, or a cop. Okay. So I will be in a process of comprehending who that Mr. X. Only if I have backup of money, time, resources, comfort level, and pressure from people to push you to find it. Right? So, complacency may also be a factor.
So you have nothing better to do, so you go and find who killed Mohit.
Complacency means you think that it's saturated. If you're preparing for an exam,
If you complacency का meaning पता है ना?
Complacency means
you think that you have
know everything.
Overconfidence is called complacency.
Yeah, somewhat like that. You think that, you assume that you know everything in the book. That's called complacency. And when you attain complacency, you stop studying more. Right?
Okay.
There may be times when you have experienced this. Okay. So these are the factors you have listed down. Correct? Agreed with this? Till now it's clear now.
I don't agree.
Why the fuck don't you agree?
I don't agree.
Add more factors. What do you mean? See, if I'm teaching you something, what?
You know what? It's not just like that. It's like it's not just 360 that we're dealing with.
It's not just?
It's not just a 360 degree.
What do you mean
we're dealing with?
Okay, just listen. I'll tell whatever I want to tell.
Abhi, tell your points of conflict in a clear way.
Don't tell 360 and shit and all. Tell with reference to whatever I have.
With reference there, fine. Factors overpowering curiosity, right? Money, time, whatever blah 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 you just list down. Whatever is not there, you list that down also.
Yeah, okay. That's why I put etc.
Yeah, etc. Doesn't hold true.
Yeah. Then what is wrong in this? What do you not agree with?
It's the mind.
If it does not hold true, then tell which holds true. Why do you stop? See, we have agreed to the fact that if you go by this, then you attain nirvana.
No, you don't.
के लिए बात कर.
You attain nirvana.
That's theoretical.
Huh?
That's theoretical.
So you stop somewhere, right?
No, you don't stop anywhere.
What the fuck do you mean? If Mohit is murdered, I'll go to the cop and tell him, that's it. I won't go and do the job of a CBI, right?
That's the case, right?
Yeah.
This is the case. I mean, case study.
So if you go by the statement, what I will do is, I'll learn entirely what the CBI have learned.
Just go on whatever you have to say. Because
I mean, you tell whatever you want to tell. See, we are
asking you to explain too much after that. And I know, I'm sure I'll fuck up everything.
No, take an example of an art form like architecture or a
Yeah,
drawing or something.
wait. You cannot stop curiosity, whatever it is.
See,
We are not
curiosity does not stop. Curiosity with reference to whatever has happened has stopped.
See, curiosity doesn't end. The priority of curiosity comes below something else. Wait, now what is that something else? Are these factors?
Isn't my board? I was saying, wait. You're curious, right? You don't have any more money. Doesn't mean that you stop being curious.
Okay,
No, they're saying that the curiosity with respect to this thing.
It's the process that ends. It's not the curiosity that
it's
ends.
not black and white. It doesn't end and start and end and start. There is grey areas also where factors try to overpower curiosity.
Overweigh.
You're curious, fine. You're walking through that cycle. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. Let's go to step n plus 1. Okay? You reach n plus 1 and let's take, you grow old and your money is done.
Okay. Money is done. There's no time to do it.
Yeah.
And there are no resources to do it. No one is coming to help you.
Let's go little tighter.
There are no one to help you. And your comfort level is also reduced to such an extent that whatever activity you are going to do is illegal.
But you're still curious.
You are still curious. See, we are not. This is not general
limit your steps forward.
There are these factors are just creating an ambience for human mind to be curious. If I decrease these factors one by one, your desire to be curious will reduce.
Curiosity may not end at all. We are not telling that curiosity should end.
It just decreases.
These are the reasons.
Clarity decreases.
These are the things which might be reasons for curiosity to end.
And there is one more reason which is not
your curiosity is overpowering all these and whatever is coming behind this, whatever for infinite time.
It's not curiosity that the factors are overpowering.
Huh?
It's not curiosity.
Okay, you are giving an example of money now. Suppose you are done with money, but you are still curious.
Your presence of doing something, not your mind, or not your curiosity.
Okay, money is a very materialistic physical thing.
So it deals with material.
Okay, so even if there is money, the things which are materialistic, the factors which are materialistic, they don't stop your curiosity. They overpower your priority, and they force you to shift away from curiosity, even if you don't want to. So your curiosity doesn't end. Your curiosity doesn't end. It still exists.
Yeah.
Over the time, it will vanish away.
It wanes away, but it's not.
No. Let the curiosity exist.